Just listening to the magpies in the background. Happy New Year, 1st of January 2022. Beautiful to welcome us. I came on before and it didn't come through, so this is my second attempt to push through to come on. So thank you for being here. I'm actually going to read from Return of the Bird Tribes today, and I'm just listening. Just taking a breath straight away to be in this space, a brand new year's energy space, although I do feel stronger in February, the shift of the energies. So thank you for coming on here, you seeing this being here. You are enough, just as you are. This is a divine message of love, peace, and hope for the future. 2021 was about slowing down, and it still is for many. These are ahead of time, the energies that are brought through here. So those of you that are here, I want you to uptake that you are feeling and receiving. Thank you, Megsy. This energy space right now, coming through a ninth dimensional template vessel for you to uptake the energies for yourself. Place gold in every one of your chakras right now. These are different. These videos I do, those of you, Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide, Facebook page, YouTube, that as a living template, can you feel the energy starting to shift and wobble and start to balance, and the pitches of the masculine feminine are raising? And I often say, even I do not know what is going to come through when I come on. I just know I need to bring this through for you to uptake what it is for you, because you are wanting something more. You're wanting something more as we consciously create a new human reality. So let's just take a moment. I'm still listening to beautiful magpie in the background, Mexi. So this still is about slowing down, 2021, with 2022 being honest with yourself. Sit with it, take that in, because if you see patches or facets, just visualize patches or facets of rainbow swashes. Feel and see this for yourself right now, a kaleidoscope of rainbow patchy energy all around you. And this is about all of your rainbow facets of your most amazing diamond crystalline body energies coming in. You do not need to understand fully the words. Just see, visualize, feel, and that is enough for you to uptake a healing. Because this is a free live gifting from the divine of New Earth. New Year 2022 source codes directly for you in your diamond heart, for those of you who feel to uptake these energies at this time. Coming through ninth dimensional energies, which is the highest vibration on the planet for you to uptake with whatever and wherever you are, what you're going through on your personal and sacred spirit and soul divine journey. Sacred initiations are of a secret and private matter between you and the divine as a spark of source yourself. As I was talking to someone the other day, energies are starting to shift. The wheel of time is starting to shift for you. See it go for you this way. I'll shift it round. to your right. See a big wheel turning is enough to shift your energy template right now. Big wheel of time around you. And I'll share with you something that I just shared on Facebook. It's by Unknown. And it says, the mind says, I'm worried. The heart says, just relax. The mind, but I'm totally lost now. The heart, just follow me. The mind, but you've never been there before. The heart, trust me, you'll love it. The soul, if you two would shut up, I'd show you the map. I love that. It's the mental chatter. We need to feel. And while many of you are feeling, many are learning how to master releasing everybody else and letting go of everybody else. I want to share with you, our spiritual intelligence is the missing dimension, the rejected aspect of your own wholeness. It is only your ego that makes you fear. So just take a moment. Your ego is here to look after your physical body, to make sure it gets enough to eat, to make sure it does not walk over the edge of a cliff or damage itself unknowingly. Your ego is the steward and potential master of all material plane fears, an important and necessary component of your identity. However, your ego was never meant to provide you with your primary sense of self. In a healthy state, the ego is a secondary component of identity. In a healthy state, the being behind all being, the self behind every self, the great spirit behind all of creating, is experienced as your primary sense of self. Your ego does not have to be repressed or transcended for this to happen. It does not have to die. It simply has to assume an appropriate relationship with the spirit that in truth you are, the spirit that wants to incarnate and take up residence in your body, mind, heart system. I'm reading from Return of the Bird Tribes by Ken Carey. Your ego is by nature a reflection. It can either be a good, sharp, clear reflection, or it can try to be an independent reflection. Yet logic shows there is no such thing as an independent reflection. Your ego may create an illusion, but if you believe in it, you will be troubled and unfulfilled. When your ego stops trying to do everything all by itself and invites eternal spirit in your consciousness, your historical illusion evaporates like a mist on a sunny morning. Our spiritual intelligence is the missing dimension, the rejected aspect of our wholeness. I call this being spiritually mindful consciously. This is 2022 is a year of being honest with yourself and being spiritually mindful consciously. Is bringing in your spiritual intelligence to give your mind something else to do, to let go of the stressing of the outside world. What will be, with all the restrictions and everything going on in the world. What a heck of a ride we've had in nearly 2 years with the pandemics and everything. God help us if there was a real bloody pandemic, you'd know it. We wouldn't be out wearing masks and doing this bullshit that we're doing right now. You know the story. However, I said, it's interesting, I said, so there's a whole heap of energies lifting off the ground. So if you just take a moment, as I read and brought those energies through from Ken Carey's Return of the Bird Tribes, the vision that's coming in is, see, it's like you've plunged into water gently, and all these debris off you and your energy in a big circle around you is slowly starting to lift off. This is you in spirit in the astrals, because there's a spirit and soul. Your spirit is linked to your higher self. It's a higher version of you, your spirit, which is different to great spirit. We are part of great spirit, but it's your spirit that you've come to incarnate in your human vessel, or as I read in a minute about, Ken refers to it as an envelope, a human envelope. So just take a moment and bring in the visual, what I just said about the plunge pool, gently coming in and lifting all that old energy of 2021, ancient times, releasing, cleansing and clearing your energy and aura yourself right now with this visual. A polarity reversal takes place in the charge of your human envelope. The field of consciousness around you changes. Instead, your ego dominating your sense of identity and blocking your awareness of the great spirit. An internal sense of self awakens within you. You know yourself as a projection of the creator of all the stars in the sky. You know yourself as one of a family of God beings, sharing God's being. You remember, everything is seen differently. The world is perceived anew through the eyes of a universal awareness. Your ego becomes your working partner, and you commence the conscious creation of a new human reality. Soak that in. See the stars come up now. And see this bubble of energies of all those bits and pieces that you released, and you're going to release them to source, the divine, and dissipate and cleanse out of your energy and aura, and feel yourself. See, I see like a bucket of violet water energy come through you and cleanse you. And in that you can see yourself in the stars while your feet are on the ground. We're here to create a new human reality in what I call being super conscious. And to be super conscious, we are learning newly how to work with this beautiful, brilliant, I call it a professor mind. You are so fucking intelligent that you didn't fit in, you didn't belong, you were ahead of your time, you saw and you felt deeper, you knew, you had a greater calling, you felt a stronger link. Whatever the words are for you, that magic and that specialness. My son said to me the other day, Mum, I was watching a video on, kids with ADHD. He said, I ticked every box. I said, and haven't we all? So many of us. I said, we just didn't put a label on it of ADHD. These is our special bits and our uniqueness. This is where you need to be honest with yourself for 2022. I could have just left it and wrote, be honest with yourself, that's what 2022 is about. 2021 was about slowing down. And I could have come from the head, like I just did then, and shared that information with you. But did you feel me just then? I came out of my body and I shared that with you to show you live the very difference of being real, raw and honest and feeling me right here and right now. And I'm asking you, as the greatest mirror of the divine in ninth dimensional energies, grandmaster energies ahead of time, as a giant mirror for you to fill in for yourself with 2022. Oh goody, I get to know myself on a deeper level. You need something exciting to keep going, to be here, or we wouldn't be here. Okay? We are creating a new human reality with our consciousness. Anybody can write that. I see so much of what's written of people that are learning to grow into it, because I know what is behind the scenes, behind many people out in the world stage. Everybody around me, I can see and feel, having been in myself to fifth dimensional energies and back to be in ninth dimensional energies, to be here, to be ahead of time with humanity, to help you, to help yourself, to grow into your human mastership and learning to be a new earth ascending master. And now we're taking it up some notches. I actually said, okay, full circle and spiral, and link is coming now from your spirit to your soul. Feel that come through your spirit, through your heart, through your soul. See that loop? Heart, spirit, soul, solar plexus. Okay? Bring that loop of energy in is enough for you to uptake this for yourself. I will get there. This is the third attempt. What I want to say is, I said to myself the other day, and I felt it, I'm really glad that's what happened in the world is happening right now with the pandemic, the everything. Let's just put it at everything that's happening in the world with the restrictions and the jabs and whatever. Get out of the headspace with that. Come back and feel in the heart. I'm so glad it's happened, because in 2021, I have seen the dark shadow sides of everybody in my whole life around me has presented itself. And I'm telling you now, new boundaries from today need to be made. Well, it's every day, all the time. There's not just one day. With everybody's needing to look at their shadow sides. Crane called it the year of revelations. Celia Fenn is calling 22 the year of love. So everybody has a different stance of what it is energetically to bring through. What Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide from beyond below the iceberg of 26 years consciously awaking. I've done my time. I've earned my stripes, bringing in and literally blazing a path and trail through for humanity. When I was in the military, brought in a new rule in the Australian government through being physically abused. They did not accept females at a certain age with post-traumatic stress and linked with my back, and they created I won at the highest appeals tribunal. And I tell you about this now to link this energy in. Everything I say is deliberately. It's all about you. It seems that I talk a lot about myself, and why I do that, if you look at my videos from the last 2 years, it'll be up to about 170 videos now, you'll see the changes in me coming in live. Because to write, but then to show up and to speak and to feel and to embody, oh, that's a whole other fucking level right there and then. This is beyond below the iceberg, raw and real. There is nobody, I guarantee you, there is nobody else on the planet bringing through, firstly, what is coming through here to you right now. You need to know that. Am I really at the forefront? Yes, you are. You are at the core of the greatest change ever, ever, ever. We are outliving all previous past lives. So, I'm not going into all this. I'm sharing facets of what I've already shared a whole 365 days. However, it is still the year of slowing down. Because as you slow down, also, you're learning newly how to be really honest with your shadow sides. And I know many of you will be saying, I've been working with shadow side for years. Are you taking a moment to slow down, stop and feel and uptake and listen to the divine message coming through for you? I have no negative ego competitiveness. I don't feel like I need to be better than you. I'm so raw and real and honest that a lot of this is missed and bypassed. And that's okay, because we're here building new foundations. We're the ground crew. Okay, a big shift of energy is coming through. So I'm just going to take a moment before I continue. And breathe and slow down and have a look at some of your beautiful comments, because we're going to shift into a second phase with this. These are different. The energies in the last 3 days, see, I will say this, the energies in the last 3 days were brutal. Physically, the aches, the pains, I shared less. I shared more with Below the Iceberg email. People that would like to receive the deeper updates by email, please email me at theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com if you would like these in writing, personally to you with another healing, because that is changing with 2022. So as I'm shifting the energies about change, I'm going to share and verbalize the changes that I'm bringing through for 2022 for you to feel and resonate. See, I'm slowing this down. For you to resonate, for you to make new changes for yourself as well. I'm just looking at all your beautiful souls here. My beautiful Rhonda, Amy, Katarina. I just want to honor you all. Hello, Roy. Ella, Rachel, Maddie, Esteban, Eleanor, Barb, Gisela, Lisa, David, Kylie, Bambasina, Shana, Natalie. Yes, totally. They were brutal. About the energies for the last few days. Somebody asked me the other day about aches and pains and spiritual growth, and I'm getting to weave in some of the energies. And I want to say to you all that if I relied on the spiritual energies to heal my physical body, I'd be fucked, I'd be dead. I would not be alive. Someone else also said to me, in a way, I wish I would have known you 10 years ago, because in having one-on-one sessions with me, they're unlearning what they'd learned in the last 10 years of the spiritual fluffy bullshit. And this is in no disrespect. I talk about the energies. Everything I say and share is all about love, 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 love. Pure, divine, unconditional love for all. That's what Christ consciousness, fifth dimensional energies means. Linking with the divine, firstly, every time. Your link with the divine is number one. How can you come into Christ consciousness, fifth dimensional energies, if you do not have that direct link? Nobody is your guru. You are your own guru. I've been called that before. Energetically, one can hold an energy space. However, you are your own guru. You are to look and feel and resonate to what everybody brings through. Look around and see where is everybody's shadow sides. And that way you can mirror for yourself for 2022 in being honest with yourself more. Sit with this. I just saw a big, like a plate underneath your feet, and then up is black energy whooshing like oily grease, like a geyser, and it's just releasing crap, just oily, yucky energies, and bring that up through your center column of your body right now. Flush, flush, flush the aches and pains, and it's cleaning out any dark spots in your physical body. See this energy whoosh up, and the white is coming through, pushing up. See that black gunk? That's the black gunk energy you've taken in, masters, with other people's energies. Sit with that for a minute. This is a visualization. This is helping you, teaching you to become your own guru, your own master. Can you see the black gunk oozing? I'd love to read in comments briefly in a minute. Can you see that? That is the energies that we subconsciously do not realize we're taking on. Where is your energy focused? Back to basics. Every time it's back to basics. Yet on a higher rung of the spiral. Beautiful. So release that black goo. Because even if you feel you know it, you've got it, there's always more. 26 years here, consciously knowing, consciously feeling and embody working with the divine, okay? So many have said when I've spoken before, oh, I did this in the past, I did that in the past. Yeah, I don't want to know what you've done in the past when I bring alive through. I'm asking you to notice when you say those things, when you do that, when alive is on here, to release that, to keep bringing yourself, embody yourself right here and now. Can you just take a moment? Okay. Yes, it is amazing how much we absorb, Natalie. Good. You're feeling it leaving. Good. Resonates. Black goo. Wonderful. Great process. Yes, seeing the release. So what it is about is using your spiritual mind consciously. That's what spiritually mindful consciously means. I was not aware we're going to go in this direction today because I want to finish off today. I'm letting you know now with this source dragon. It tunes you to the infinite. So you can be still in the silent. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. Up. Take this as new energy. See that infinity? That infinity. So let's just take a moment again. Knowing and seeing what you've just seen with this plate and the black goo, consciously take in that you don't just do this once, Masters. You may need to do this several times through the day and utilize that beautiful mind of yours that may be stressing or worrying or in fear, which is the ego, or focusing on someone else. Turn that energy around and bring it into one method of seeing the white light flushing up this core center bit of the black goo, and occupy your mind using it spiritually and consciously. A light bulb just went on for someone then. Ding. So I can help alleviate stress, worry, taking on the outside stuff, which I will naturally absorb because who I am, because you're such an amazing being that feels. So if I then start utilizing these tools of that visual, that will be one less bit of energy that I give out, and I can bring that one facet back into me. You're understanding how we can get exhausted and tired. So we need to focus on each of the facets and keep bringing them in. You will be consciously, spiritually mindful, consciously making you your number one priority, and all else takes second place, because this is survival. You may not feel and know this now. As you get older in years, you will get this more and more. If you look at from 0 to 100, and there's 50, I'm about there. So I don't have as much time physically in the human as I've already had being 56. That's just a fact. So when you draw that from 0, do it for yourself sometimes, 0, and then put 50 and then 100, and then mark where you're at. When you bring that into the physical consciously, wow, what a wake-up call that can be. I said to someone the other day, it's like I'm counting the days down till I'm leaving here in the physical. I'm very well aware of how many days I may have left in the physical. And that working on my physical body and the spirit alone is no way enough. So I'm not going to get into that anymore now. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to shift the energy again. Oh, there's a few ding ding dings here, a few of you. Beautiful. So your ego is by nature a reflection. It can be either good, sharp, clear reflection or an independent reflection. It may create an illusion, but if you believe in it, you'll be troubled and unfulfilled. When your ego stops trying to do everything all by itself, that's all of us. We're so stubborn. I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. And invites eternal spirit in your consciousness. Your historical illusion evaporates. A polarity reversal takes place in the charge of your human envelope. The field of consciousness around you changes. And instead of your ego dominating your sense of identity and blocking your awareness, an eternal sense of self awakens within you. Let's take a moment and feel that. I'm guided to share what Celia Fenn shared as energy is releasing of all of you right now. I can just feel it. 2022 will be the year of love. We will rediscover the book of love that was the basis of the Cathar way of life that was taught by Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine avatar. We will receive the crown of light that is given to those who open their hearts and align with the galactic and angelic heritage to claim their place on the new earth. With that, in bringing through what I do with what so many bring through in their various ways in spirit, this is, I often say, wait for the other shoe to drop. Bring this into your consciousness and your human embodiment. And choose to stay in your heart, Celia, again, and embrace love rather than fear. You will find the magical highway to higher consciousness. It really is time to come home. And this is taking it a step further and deeper. I'm getting to wind it up, so I'm going to read the card and bring through the Source Dragon codes in a moment. We have had some ancient energies releasing for 2021, which have been so heavy recently. The upgrades through the physical body for me last night were off the charts in a way I have not felt for years. In the convulsing and the electric energies where I was up at 10:30 at night having a bath to settle the energies down, it was off the charts. I haven't shared a post about this. It was the thermometer burst, basically, to push through the eye of the needle to come into the 2022 energies, the first 22. We were so desperate for this shift and change and our links and ties with everybody. Let me tell you, you weren't only feeling for you, you were processing and feeling for others. Hence, back to basics. Hence, a clean slate today. Hence, the visualization of the black gunk going. And now that was how intense it was for me, feeling and embodying. As a trailblazer ascension pioneer, we cop it. I shared a picture the other day about a wolf pack, and the alpha were all alphas, and the trailblazer was jumping up and down and creating and funneling creating a new path for the other wolves to come through. And might feel yourself heating up right now. And that's what it has been here for a very long time with me embodying. The fact that I'm still coming on here in this live today, it has taken its toll on my physical body of bringing this through. The last place to release is the physical in my lifetime. The reason I'm still here today is because of you. Each of you brings through information and energy for me to continue, because this is old ascension for me of doing this for so long. I've been in fifth dimensional energies for a very long time. I have to be honest and tell you the truth. I have to tell you that because so many others, Blu-ray elders, and there's only been a couple of trailblazers like this, have gone behind the scenes because it takes so much when we embody as a trailblazer for the whole of humanity. It is what it is. And then people compare and this, and it just gets very tiring. So I'm here today, side by side with you, back to basics. I never feel that I'm better than you. I'm right here beside you all the way, and that is my difference. So I will be here for as long as I'm able to in my physical vessel, which has copped a lot. I've lived 3 lifetimes in one to be able to bring through these grandmaster energies first to the planet. It is what it is. I have to speak up and say this in every video at least once. I'm not here as a slave of energies. I'm not here as a business. I don't need your money, okay? What I do and bring through is for energy exchange purposes. The energy exchanges for what I'm bringing through this year are altering. They are shifting. If I put exchanges for what my value and worth, that would not work because it would be thousands and thousands. How can you put an amount on something that is beyond? So when you see the new exchanges, know there is nothing else on the planet that will equal. And these are the exchanges that have come through directly with Spirit working with me for an exchange for me to provide one-on-ones with people, to do the Super Master class, to do the Grand Super Master class, to do the 100 Master Zooms, to do Below the Iceberg email updates, to run a private group of 29 souls, and to do the public. That is a lot to come through of my personal energy, because I value my energy worth of who and what I share. Are you doing the same for you? Are you taking a moment to choose where you share your liquid gold with? If it's not an energy exchange, I'm out. I can't even show up anymore if it's not an energy exchange, because my link with the divine is number one. Your link with God and the I am within you is everything. And then you need to be conscious of your thoughts and your feelings. There's a lot to do here, Masters. Ultimately, you need to make a soul and spirit choice to want to be here, to embrace 2022, to see what is coming through, to be thankful for what's happened in the world with the restrictions and the virus and the pandemic of bringing up. We've accelerated our growth. If this did not happen, this would have taken another lifetime. I don't have another lifetime. I don't have time to sit here waiting as we do for others to wake up. We're beyond that now. We need to take a sit back with 2022. This is the year for me to be honest with myself, to look at what has been brought up with the world. You will be safe and provided and protected with all the restrictions where you can and can't go. If you come from your heart in love, I go everywhere still, and I'm okay. And we have got big lockdowns and masks and everything. So your focus really is on you. So we make the most of now. Cut the bullshit out with everybody. Cut the bullshit out with yourself, because quite often I say to people, we're bullshitting ourselves. I spent probably 2 years working on where I was bullshitting myself with a lot of stuff. And in a gentle way, not harshly, in a way that I did what I did and said what I did to protect myself, or I was very damaged at the time. And I've looked back and owned all of my bits until you own and see where you're a bit wobbly, where you're a bit funky. When you own all those bits, there's a lot to that, and we're not here to get into that again. So thank you everybody for thanking me, and I thank you for being here, for listening and feeling and hearing. Without you, who am I going to be sharing this with? I would just curl up and just die. Honestly, my mission and my role is number one. It has always been that way for me. I've known since I was a very little girl, very young, when Jesus came and lifted me, and my dad even said, you're different to the other kids, you're like your mother, you're special. And I just knew I had a bigger role and purpose. So really, you could look at all the platforms and the things that I have and I'm doing offering, but it's not about that. It was really coming home to me, and when I read about Blu-rays and really resonated when Shekinah first came out, and so I'll just bring in a Blu-ray column of energy right now. We need to bring the Blu-ray through before I read the Source Dragon. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. In the center of all the dimensions, galaxies, and universes is an infinite point of pure stillness and love. This is the heart of Source, and from it flows the most incredible illumination. As the wishes of Source flow forth, the illumined angels known as the seraphim sing Om, Om. the vibration of master creation at a 12th dimensional frequency. This allows the will of the Creator to spread as seed thoughts into the universe. 9th dimensional transparent white source dragons exist purely to attend to the divine will and turn wishes into reality. They step down the light to a 9th dimensional level. See that come through your crown right now so that we can access it. They act as portals of light through which we can connect with the energies of the infinite. I was asked to put this card on my head. And so we just visualize that energy coming down now. And a source dragon has come to you now because it is time for you to enjoy a period of stillness with awareness. Breathe deeply. And listen to the silence. Breathe deeply. And listen to the silence. Something very sacred is coming into your life. This could be anything from the fruition of a long-held dream to becoming a true master. I'm going to pause for that. Of becoming a true master, a new ascending earth master. That's all you need to feel and focus on right now, how to bring that through. And it's linking from your spirit, being spiritually mindful, consciously, and linking with your heart and your soul in your human being embodiment. Your direct link with Source, the infinite, is number one. To be in the Christ consciousness, linked with the divine, is fifth dimensional energies. It is not a destination. It is an energy state of pure, divine, unconditional love with all, and includes the most giant mirror for yourself. Uptake these golden infinite source codes right now, and what you can see is 2 columns of gold energies, and you see these codes coming through for whatever it is for you. You don't need to decipher them, just see them sprinkling down. The double 11 11 twin energies, the twin pillar energies that came in not long ago, because this is being presented to you now. Be diligent, calm, and focused, and remember to breathe deeply. Breath is the key to being in the moment, and this is where the greatest magic happens. Back to basics. Breath, breath, breath. Ask the Source Dragon to accompany you on every step of your exciting new journey, and always remember that the present moment creates your future. What a blessing and a gift. Thank you, everybody, for your love. Thank you for joining. I will just check and see if there's anything else I need to share. The slender rice flower, I'm not to bring that through today. I will, as I'm bringing in rainbows now, and lots of colors are coming through with the pillars and everything. Re-watch this back for yourself again and again and again as you upgrade. These are living, divine, healing energies. I am available and open for one-on-one divine healings this year for as long as I'm guided to. If that exchange doesn't resonate for you, you have so many options of ways to get this energy from Source, first to the planet, freely gifting in a spiral of exchanges for whatever it is for you. As we bring in the slender rice flower energy right now, this is the essence that has the ability to make an individual aware of the common divinity in all people, and that no one is superior to anyone else. Bigger and better things are coming in 2022. You have come so far. and you really have got this in all the outside chaos and going on in the world, take a breath, rest, take care, nurture you on all layers and levels. You've got nowhere else to be that is more important than in you coming home to yourself and being honest with yourself. Love and bless. I'm guided to go. There'll be a 100 Master Zoom coming in the next 2 weeks if you would like to join and exchange. AU44 has been asked for this. We are really stepping it up, so please email me, theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com. Thank you so much. Enjoy, whether you're overseas and it's the 31st, and for Australia and beyond, today is a brand new chapter, a brand new slate. Consciously, spiritually, mindful, consciously create a new earth reality, remembering that your future starts with your present moment now. Bless. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to reading all your comments and sharing more with you soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye.